You guys, I had a date last week. You'd assume it went well, right? And it did for the most part. Well, anyway, the biggest red flag that I ignored, which I probably shouldn't have, was his energy change towards me. Don't get a girl used to you saying good morning, good night, and then all of a sudden stop. I understand we're adults, we get busy with work or whatnot, but at least say that. And I noticed his energy change after he went to a friend's housewarming party. We had planned to meet twice. Both times he canceled on me. Twice. Both times he canceled on me.
Maybe the guy is just not that into you. If a guy keeps canceling on you, should I tell you something? Guys, this is a problem with modern women. Instead of using her prime years wisely to lock down a decent man, she's chasing after a guy who was no part of her. She's chasing a guy who doesn't want to be with her, a guy who won't even give her the time of day, while she probably has plenty of guys begging her to be with them. Now, once again, guys, this is a problem with these women. Now, they do all that stuff because that's what society tells them. Society keeps telling these women that they can't lock down a good man in their 40s. Now, sometimes it works, but we all know for the most part it doesn't work like that. If I can assume, guys, this is probably a guy she met on a dating app. A guy's in the top 20%. A guy who has a lot of options. As you already know, most of these women, they chase after the same guys, the top 20%. If a guy has a lot of options, he's not going to settle for anybody. Or better yet, he's not going to commit to anyone. Now, instead of focusing on the guys who actually want to be with you, you want to focus on the guy who's not even going to give you the time of day. If you were to check her DM, guys, I bet you'd probably see plenty of guys who would love to be in that dude's position. But nope, she doesn't want to be with those guys. Those guys are too good, they're too nice. These are the same women who will be asking us these stupid questions 5 to 10 years from now.
Where did all the good men go?
Is there single men out there who know what they want and are good old-fashioned, down-to-earth, genuine good guys? Because if there is, let me know.
Yes, we'll let you know.
So we finally are able to meet up and we go on a date. Things go well. He asked to hang out again and I was like, sure, why not? Tell me why this man ends up ghosting me after telling me he had a good time and asking if I'm free again Sunday. But not really ghosting me because he's still watching my Instagram stories and still following me. When they say somebody pissed in the dating pool, that's an understatement. More like they had explosive diarrhea than that bitch.
What she doesn't understand, guys, this guy has options. Every time he schedules a date with her, something better comes up and he cancels immediately. And that's usually what happens. But the problem is she is way too delusional to understand that. She just doesn't get it. She doesn't see the writing on the wall.
So I do not understand men. I don't. Talked for 2 whole weeks to go on a date tonight. Ghosted. And here I am on a Sunday night about to give a relationship advice when I'm single.
Never take dating advice from a woman, guys. But she's right. Why would anybody want to take dating advice from someone who can't even get a man? For someone who is single? That would be like asking a fish how to catch a fish.
But I will say, ghosting, there's no reason for it. Like, from a woman's standpoint, just come out and say it. Like,
yeah, ghosting is not okay because you're way past your prime now. Yeah, you don't think it's okay because it's a man doing it now. So when you spend all of your time during your prime years ghosting men left and right, now you don't think it's okay. Yeah, whatever.
maybe I'm speaking for a portion of us, but like, I personally, or I think women can definitely handle it. Just come out and say it.
Guys, that's a lie. Women cannot handle rejection. If you don't believe me, go ahead and reject a woman. You see how long it'll take her to move on from that. It could take her months, possibly years for her to get over that. Now, when it comes to us men, we're so used to being rejected by everyone, by society, you know, by women in general, to the point where it doesn't even faze us anymore. Now, think about it, guys. There's a reason why society treats women like kids.
Like, we are bad bitches. Like, we don't need you to coddle us. We are fine. Tell it how it is. Say you're not interested or you found something better. Like, there's no reason to just vanish, because we know you didn't. Come on now. Really? We're all trying to find love. Just say it.
And say it. Or
Like, we are bad bitches.
Like,
Yeah, being a bad bitch is probably one of the reasons why you're still single at that age.
I don't. Talked for 2 whole weeks to go on a date tonight. Ghosted.
Maybe these guys keep ghosting her because they don't see her as an asset. Or maybe they just look at her as a depreciating asset. Now, one can assume, guys, a lot of those guys that she's meeting those guys on dating apps. Now, on those dating apps, a lot of those women on dating apps are low quality women, and these guys, they tend to understand that. And to be honest with you guys, if you want something serious, somebody decent, those dating apps might not be a good option, because the odds of you meeting someone decent on those apps are very slim to none. And I know some people will say, well, I know someone who married someone off a dating app. Yes, that can happen, but it is very unlikely. But if your goal is to have sex, maybe those dating apps might be the right place for you. Now, a lot of these women, they get on these apps looking for, for husbands or whatever, and they keep having sex with those guys on the same night. Now, what do you think those guys are going to think about? Now, if you can have sex with me on the same night, my guess is you may have done the same thing with a bunch of other guys too.
In 37 years, I've never been so disappointed in men as I am right now.